What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to The War. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at Slytherin's Terminator Dark Fate Defiance. We're playing the campaign right now, and so far this has actually been a really satisfying PvE RTS. I've been impressed with it so far. If you like things like Company of Heroes, it definitely seems to be invoking that vibe. So we're going to play the game for about 30 minutes today. We're going to see if it's something that you wanted to check out, or if it's not for you. I'll do my best to give you some commentary along the way about things I like, things I don't like, but from there, let's get it cracking. You've got the link to the game down below in the description. They said that they're going to have a roadmap out in the next week or so to let you know what's coming, but as a teaser, they said that there's definitely going to be like a robot campaign that they're adding to the game where you get to play as the Terminators. For right now, we are a bunch of humans inside what is effectively the last settlement right now, the last military base, trying to hold off Terminators of all kinds. Now, I don't recognize most of them because I'm not familiar with the Dark Fate timeline. However, that having been said, this is definitely a game that has a lot of bumps and hooks and knobs and a lot of things going on to make it a satisfying experience. I'm gonna have these guys fall back to this central building and garrison over here. You guys are gonna want to move though. They've definitely got some shooters coming on in. We're holding the line. I don't know how long we have to hold this for, but I've got some tanks, I've got some units. Your units all have different skills and things of that nature. We just fired a law at one of those guys. We've got people garrisoned up fighting from the top of a building right now. We're pretty much getting hit from every single direction, and honestly, the game has impressed me with the sheer volume of just kind of like random things inside of it. Each of your units in this game and each of your soldiers are tremendously robust and diverse in what they can accomplish. I'll show you what I mean here. So like if we take a look at this Bradley tank over here, you've got a pilot named Big Bob. You can actually have him leave the vehicle and Big Bob will just run around and he'll have like a little 9mm pistol. But he's also got a plasma autocannon up here. He can lay down smoke screens to halt the enemy advance. He's got 7.62 .51. He's got the machine gun just letting off with those M14 rounds over here. I mean, if we take a look at, let's say, these little rocket troopers over here, they've got pistols, and they've got themselves an actual, launchable platform that they can fire from that'll one-shot any tank. I've got engineers that can lay down these mines over here. Different characters also have different abilities, so like these guys can drive cars, but they can't act as the gunner because there are different slots inside each of these tanks. And so, like, you'll have guys that are gunners, you have guys that are shooters. These vehicles are compartmentalized, meaning each part of this tank can be damaged, from, like, the engine to, like, the treads, and then the guys have to get out and use the repair command to work on it during lulls in combat in order to fix it. Definitely a game that's folding in that feeling of, I guess, logistics, because each of these vehicles also has fuel, each of these vehicles also has ammo that they can run out. Every single one of your soldiers has a certain number of magazines, and they need to be near a supply depot or near a supply truck in order to resupply. Like, lots of fun little toys to play around with inside of this game if you're a fan of, like, micro-heavy, high-detail RTSs like Company of Heroes that have a lot of things going on. It's impressed me so far. Most of the complaints that I've seen about the game seem to be about it being in the Dark Fate timeline. I have no idea what that is. I've no Terminator. I've seen the first two movies. I didn't watch any of the new ones or anything, but I watched the classic ones when I was a kid with my dad in the early 90s. And so, I don't know, it hasn't affected me too much. But for right now, we're just attempting to hold the line. Down here, we have a pretty large supply base. No part of that supply base is allowed to go down as part of our optional objectives. And so I've got my guys in a centralized position, holding out the best that they can. I do think it might be a good idea. Let's maybe pull these guys out of the building, and I'm going to have them start putting down mines. We've got this area pretty effectively mined over here. And I think Bob, like, we should be pretty covered by having old Robert of the gun over here taking care of us. Let's get these guys over to here. What do we need? We could use some heavy armored support. Okay, well, I'm going to lay down some anti-personnel mines over here for when they come through this line. And these squads are actually, their effectiveness is dictated by how many people are inside of them. So these engineers have lost 2 guys so far, which means they lay down mines a lot slower. But hopefully they can get it all taken care of. So it sounds like we've got a big hit coming for us right now.
Ready to go, sir.
How are my soldiers all looking on ammo? Everybody's looking pretty good on ammo. I don't actually think we need to resupply for right now. Big Bob's looking pretty good too. If they can get this minefield laid out, I'd feel better about it. We're a little tiny bit weak. We have an Abrams back here in case they're... Oh! Run, boys, run! Get out of there. Don't die. Please don't die. I need you to lay down more mines. You did what you could. Like, I squeezed you into a gap right there, trying to get those mines out for anti-personnel, and it sort of is what it is. I was playing risky. Grenade launchers away. Some of your units have grenade launchers that they'll swap to when the enemy's in, like, an optimal distance. These guys, are they going to hit any of those mines? They did not hit any of the mines. So the minefield is actively intact. We also have snipers. These guys can engage from a super long distance to lay down infantry. Good stuff. Keep holding them down right here. I think I lost a couple of guns on this side. Yeah, our turrets over here are looking a little bit scuffied.
That's all Legion's got? They're suicide bomb drones. A massive swarm of them.
The game does actively have a storyline. There's constantly going to be radio comms and chatter. It's very immersive. Sometimes the dialogue comes across a little bit hammy, but honestly, I've been enjoying it. I've been finding it fun. I don't think the suicide drones are going to make it. Like, we've got a lot of infantry and anti-drone over here, so we should be okay. Unfortunately, our minefield is now defunct.
Picking up signals of incoming Legion armor. Tanks and heavy spiders with MRLs.
There's too much long-range firepower for us to deal with. Draw them in closer so they lose their range advantage inside the base. Then engage them up close.
Good idea.
Center, we're pulling back from the forward post. It served its purpose.
Center to all units. We're abandoning the forward post. Fall back. Reestablish.
Well, at least we've got a couple of soldiers inside there holding that. So we're abandoning the forward post? Ugh, I don't love that. I would rather not. I'm kind of bummed out because I put some of my drivers inside this turret, and now I can't seem to get them out. This is the one building that I think once you put people inside of it, I think they're kind of like in it permanently. And there's not much that you can do about that. Like, they effectively become the building. And so let's go ahead and pick these guys up then. If they're calling for a general retreat, we need to get everybody off the rooftops over here. And let's get everybody gathered up. Have my guys exit the vehicles over here. Exit the vehicles over here. I do have a driver right there. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I have them. All right, so we got to get across the bridge to the command center. Give me everybody. And everything's got to hold. Everybody full sprint. Let's go. You can choose postures in this game as well, and you actually get tangible bonuses for that. So, for example, were I to fight from a standing position from these rocks right here, these are providing you with passive cover. There's a overlay you can get somewhere that tells you the good spots that you can put your guys. But even further than that, with any infantry unit like these guys right here, we can tell them to hit the deck. And if they are laying in a prone position, all damage is reduced by like 40% plus a modifier for the ground that they're on. And then splash damage from things like grenades is basically like 90% less effective. And so there's lots of little things you can do here to make this whole thing work. Yeah, let's fall back to the command center. I don't know exactly where I want to fight from, but I guess we'll figure it out and dole it up once we get back over here. These drivers right here, that's a supply depot. But I do want the drivers to be like on a turret, if I can get them there. Are there any turrets back here I can use? There we go. Give me that central turret right there. And then if I've got anybody else that can shoot, like the commandos over here, there we go. They can also go inside of a turret, and that should hold for both directions. We've got to decide where we want to put Big Bob over here. And all these tanks, and all, I mean, we've got a lot of vehicles and things. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to lose the poor bastards that are inside that place. It's a lot of grenades. All right, so you guys, let's get you all inside of a building, I think. Yeah, if we can get people inside of a building, that would be perfect to fire on both sides. So let's start doling out commands to everybody. We definitely want to have a tank like right there. We definitely want to have like an APC back over here. We got to decide where we want Big Bob. He's going around the... Oh, they can't fit across the bridge. Okay, Big Bob, you go over there then. Hold that front line. My striker's just going to have to run for it. Hopefully it doesn't get disabled. They've got line of sight broken over there. Engine's now damaged. He's moving slower.
Come on, Bob. I'll show you how to kill Wirehead.
Come on, get that striker in here. Get it in here. Come on, you can make it, boys. Oh, we lost it. Okay, drivers, run for it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You guys get inside the turrets, do your thing. You guys gonna fire that law? Fire the law. There we go, there we go. Knock him out. Bop. There we go, he's down. Big Bob's over here holding down the line. Where did my Bradley end up? Oh, Bradley's exactly where he's supposed to be. Fantastic. Good stuff. Okay, all you guys get inside the building. Bradley, pull up over here where you can assist. Big Bob's going to need some backup. Okay, Big Bob dropped his enemy. Let's put Big Bob on control. Oh, on repair mode. All right, Big Bob's all nice and patched up. He's got enough supplies that I think he'll hold. And we've got to just hold this bunker right here, dude. We've got like, oh no, I put him in the supply depot. Oh, it's letting them out of the supply depot. Or was I controlling? Oh, I was controlling Big Bob. My bad. Okay, put them back inside the vehicle. I had the wrong person selected. And with overlapping tank fire right here, we should be able to do something. And I love the way they back up when it's logical to back up instead of like flipping the whole tank around. That's one of those OG RTS things where the tank's body would turn around all the way. A tunnel in the Bay Area? I'm in the Bay Area. I don't want tunnels in my area. He's pretty damaged. Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to go down to like one shell. I'm not too worried about him. Can you guys with the law? Can you hit that? I don't know if they can arc that.
All turrets have been rearmed.
We got some pretty serious problems over here. We just lost our snipers. Oh, and we lost our tank crews, so that's beautiful. His tank gun's on the ground now. This central building may have been a mistake. I may have wanted to put these guys elsewhere. We're kind of dug in now, and I don't know what to do about it. Maybe... Okay, let's gather everyone here. We'll just grab everybody's unit card. And everybody displace like a freaking maniac back here to the bunker. And hopefully whoever makes it, makes it. We've still got turret fire to cover them. I wish I could have got a tank over there, but this side's going to be real weak to armor. And I don't think there's going to be a lot that I can do about that. All right, now that you guys are clear of the building, everybody head to the bunker. You guys get out of the building. Who's damaged over here? I don't think Big Bob's moving no more. We have no damage struck on enemy tank just yet. There we go. Reload system's down. Targeting's down. That'll help out. You guys all get inside the bunker. If you fit, you sit. All right? You guys get back over here. What's wrong with the Bradley? Why is the Bradley not firing? Enemy's gun's destroyed. He's toothless. We have a batch of drivers over here. That's unfortunate that they lost the tank. But it's the way that it goes. Big Bob, get out of there. Hit him with the heat. Oh man, that thing is nasty. We're in really, really good luck right now that his gun's disabled. Hopefully the wreckage stays on the battlefield and blocks that pass too so that they can't get through. I think that sometimes the larger vehicles leave a burned out husk that'll just stay there and it'll block like passage. So we may be okay on that side, but yeah, this fight's getting a little intense. We do have a supply depot on that side. They're obviously going to try to flank from that right side. Looks like we have one spider left over here, but his legs are damaged, so he can't go anywhere.
Refs, waste them before they get to the living quarters.
Like that's something we gotta be told to do?
Just get on it, Calderon.
Living quarters under attack. Defend the entrances to them now.
I mean, I don't think all the gunfire and explosions and plasma burns are going to help the living area that much, but it looks like everybody's kicking in. What's the living area? That's a strong... Is this the living area? I don't know what the living area is. Either way, we're kind of like holding here. We're doing okay. Frame rate's taking a little bit of a dive, but that's because I'm assuming it's loading units and things. Oh no, it's just because of this active area down here. What graphical setting am I on right now? Well, either way, I guess we'll just play at 45 frames. It's on high graphics right now. I am running a 4090 and a pretty strong processor and like 64 gigs of RAM, so we shouldn't be having any performance issues right now, but it's the way that she goes playing games like this. It is a very, very active game, but performance may be something you want to look into. We've got more enemies over there. Is there anything I can do with these drivers? I don't see any vehicles or anything around that I can commandeer. I guess I could put them in the Humvee, but I just don't think the Humvee's really going to help out altogether that much. Okay, well, we've got a Humvee over here. I suppose I can steer that around and maybe position it right there for extra anti-infantry. A lot of these vehicles, though, are non-interactable at the moment. So, like the Humvees and things over here. So, like, I can't put them inside these, even though they are otherwise derelict. I may be able to resupply them, possibly. Well, it looks like my fuel tank is out. I have a fuel tanker over here, but it doesn't have any fuel. So technically, I could refuel this Bradley right here, and I could get the tank crew from Big Bob's back into a vehicle. But... these also might already be manned. It's kind of hard to tell from the iconography.
Get to the elevator in Sector B.
You got it. Going back now.
Got a striker repaired and ready to go. Send a crew for it.
You got a strikey for me? Where's the strikey at? Can I click on this for it to tell me where the strikey's at? I would love a striker. Where's the striker? Well, it looks like they can hop into those Humvees. Do not go around that way, you maniac.
Losing control of Haven.
Hate to say it, but Calderon has command squad experience.
You want me and my crew to dismount and form a command squad? Sure, why not?
I don't think I want that at all. I don't want that even a little bit. I would rather you be, like, here with the gear doing what it takes. Like, you've got a tank right now. That's a big deal. That's a force multiplier. Fix the tank if you can. There you go. You can see them draining parts to fix the tank while they're undercover right now. But it may take a minute to get this thing back up and running. So this is where the command squad needs to go. Yeah, I guess go for it. I don't know. Put Calderon in there.
All turrets have...
Other drivers, take over on that Bradley. We found something for you to do. Basically just swap crews. There we go. Big Bob's in the Bradley. Oh, gun destroyed on the first shot. You love to see it.
Lines are good.
You love to see it. Just beautiful. Sometimes on the first shot you disable the engine or something. Disabling the gun is by far the best thing you can get on the opening shot because it effectively makes them toothless, like they can't really do anything anymore. Tango 1, vehicle destroyed. Oh no, dude! Okay, so they made it in from that side. There's the striker they were talking about. They got some big dock out here though. That's a little concerning. I may need some help over here. It may become necessary. See if you can get the, yeah. See if you can get the Bradley in here to deal with them, but I don't know, man. It's not looking great. They're shooting at him, and they're doing some damage, but if you can get the Bradley down that corridor, it'd help. Okay, drivers get in the striker. Or die. That's also an option. There's also the option of dying horribly. We don't have a timer or anything telling us how long we need to hang in here. So I am becoming a little tiny bit worried. Alright, so striker's down here. Give me the striker on that post right there, I guess. If we have anybody that is not shacked up, you guys need to be shacked up. Go ahead and move over to here. We need infantry squads on this side. This bunker is holding fine. Don't worry about it. This left-hand side, though, is real weak right now. If this Bradley goes down, we got big problems. And they're already on yellow. So if this guy opens up with his first big shot, we got issues. We got issues. I would actually almost recommend the striker crew come over here and get the resupply point. Maybe. It's kind of hard to predict. So I can drop these guys out of driving and I can put them inside this supply depot and it'll rearm the 120mm APs on this Abrams. But I don't know, man. It's a risky run. Move the striker over to there, get it out of the line of fire, and just hope that his opening shot doesn't disable the tank. First hit did hit, but it was to front armor. You guys dismount. Oh, dude, they wiped my gun. Get out and repair. Get out and repair. It's all you can do.
Let's take it for a ride.
Warehouse report. All turrets have been rearmed.
There we go. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Got the final Humvee ready.
Target spotted.
It looks like the repair bay is going down. I mean, I don't have a command squad. I don't have an extra command squad right now.
On the move. Good as you.
All right, she's back up and running.
The orders, sir.
This guy right here needs fixing as well. Hey, good shot.
I've got eyes on the enemy. Got enemy activity.
I'm just going to juggle these guys in between here to reset the cooldown.
All good here.
They're holding okay on that side.
Contact. Target spotted.
You guys got any damage you need to buff out? Oh boy, this is getting a little bit intense. I'm juggling people around right now, but I don't really know what else to do here. Looks like we got more. We've got light transports coming on in. Unfortunately, the AI decided to throw away one of their units on it. I don't think it was probably worth it, but that's just the way life goes. They've got the 50 BMG. Are they resupplying right now? Honestly, we're kind of running out of options here. That's okay. You guys are in a stiff reinforced position. We're out of ATGMs, though, which is kind of a bummer. I don't actually know if that's resupplying, but get them over there. Normally, this goes tick, 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 and it gives people ammo. But I don't know if it's doing it right now.
Warehouse is under attack. Quick response team. Get there and defend it.
Let's go ahead and position these guys over here by the supply depot, and maybe it'll help on out. It says they've got ammo, so... All right, so where are we going? We got another vehicle coming in right there. Yeah, like this supply depot up here was reloading my guy's guns. I don't know why this one isn't. I fixed it. It has supply. I don't know if it's bugged or if I'm just doing it wrong, but the other one required no interaction. You just put guys inside of it, and it automatically gave them ammo so that they could hold. And so I don't know why it's not resupplying. I get why it's not resupplying the tank. That might be too heavy for it. These guys are healing.
Mission to fall back, sir. Great. Your duty's done. Get out of here. Copy that.
Oof, what an intense fight. And this is only like the third mission, dude. Like, it's been an intense one. This game is absolutely trying to kill you. Like, I've failed missions in this game in the starting open like tutorial missions because it expects you to perform. Like, it really sincerely does. Like, it expects you to play the game and use the information that it's giving you to process. I'm even getting a little warm right now. That's how into this I am. Pretty enjoyable stuff, in all honesty. We don't really get RTSs anymore. Like, and if you do get RTSs, they're completely and totally consumed with being PvP. I've always thought that that's such a massive shame with RTSs. How many RTSs just use the campaign as an onboarding afterthought to get you into PvP? And I've always thought that there's a tremendous opening for someone that wants to step into like that campaign-based, storyline-based RTS with ever-increasing difficulty, sort of Brood Wars style, you know? Like, the thing that was cool about StarCraft is that the campaign was its own thing. It wasn't just there to funnel you into the multiplayer. And so, like, this is kind of like getting my juices flowing right now as far as intensity goes, because you don't often see RTSs that have well-developed PvE campaigns that are interesting and engaging, and you've got to like pay attention to them and process lots of things going on while simultaneously, you know, not getting shoehorned into PvP at some point, which is great as someone that doesn't like PvP but does like RTSs. Lots of infantry over there. Bunker's holding, but we're chewed on, man. This has been a real rough fight. Oh, Bunker's coming apart, man. We may have to fall back. I don't know how they managed to small arms fire my bunker, but they pulled it off. You come over here. Go ahead and give them a little bit of heavy machine gun fire. Back up this squad and buy them a little bit of time. Give them something to shoot at while these guys fall back. There you go, baby. Get in there. Let them feel that 7.62. Let them smoke the NATO. Let them taste it. It's okay. We don't need the heavy gun in order to handle these little vehicles over here. They should get punched through pretty easy just by small arms fire. I'm not even sure if we're hitting right now.
Mass transport's here.
That's it. Everyone, pull back for final evac. Major Stevens, that means you too, sir. Sorry, son. No can do. Sir? I'm cut off. Forget about coming back for me. There's no time. I need you to activate the base self-destruct and get yourself into that transport. Major, I can't let you do that. That is an order, Lieutenant. I need you to report back to Founder Command and let them know about that prisoner convoy. If Legion's changing its OP, we need to find out why.
We're really gonna do this? Blow up the base and leave the Major to die?
You heard the Major's orders, Sergeant. Leave nothing for Legion. And if we bring the base down on them, they can't pursue us out of here.
Oh, you all about obeying orders now. Not so much when you disobeyed them, attacked the convoy, and brought the wireheads back here.
You're out of line, Mason.
Major Stevens is a good man, and it costs us a lot to set up this base. It costs us even more to defend it right now. We just gonna throw all that away and blow it up?
What are you saying, Mason?
You're in command now, sir. You decide what we need to do here.
Okay, so we need to evacuate our team. The base self-destruct is over there. I can send a small detachment from this back turret right here to go do it.
Driver's ready. Moving there.
I don't know if, like, Stevens himself has to do it.
Infantry reporting.
Not so sure on that front. But after we get out of there, let's pull the tanks back as well. Pull back infantry if they can get out. Basically just have everybody regroup up into one big blob over here, because sometimes you keep units in between missions. And so we just need to get everybody out of here for right now. Go ahead and put them over there. We don't really have a whole lot left, man. Bots gave it to us. They made us feel it. Oh, we lost a guy right there. I don't know who specifically has to go back over here for the self-destruct, or if somebody just has to touch it. Either way, get everybody out of here. Tank got him? Good. Doesn't look like we can get the tank back in and over there through many of the paths that are around. The tank may have to get left behind. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, all units, leave your vehicles behind.
What do you need?
We're evacuating on foot.
Come on, Big Bob. Get your Big Bob ass out of here.
Attention, the reactor has been disabled. 3 minutes until reactor shutdown.
I've got eyes on the enemy.
You guys are gonna want to hustle. Oh, they don't have a sprint mode. That could be a problem. Okay, you guys do sprint mode over there then. Everybody else gather up by the final hold spot.
You've got a tank. Use us.
Two sergeants sighted. Infantry reporting.
Infantry, get on down here. Full rattle, get it out. Get it going, get it going. You guys get it going. Apparently drivers have very, very poor cardiovascular health and cannot sprint. However, they're making okay time. I don't know if they're going to make it, but we're going to try. Damn, dude. Look at my unit bar up here. We're getting messed up. All right, so I got squads in there. I got squads in there. I got squads in there. Everybody disembark. Everybody get out of Dodge. Everybody set up over there for evac.
I'm all that's left.
Yep, just run for it, dude. Don't even slow down. They're almost there. That should leave them enough time to get out.
Reporting, sir.
These poor drivers over here are going to have to run through the gauntlet.
Hoorah!
They self-destruct.
2 minutes until reactor shutdown.
Position reached.
Done.
Rangers lead the way.
All right.
Now let's
Rangers lead the way, I guess. Everybody out. These drivers aren't going to make it. There's a lot of bad guys right there.
We'll need some wheels for that.
It's debatable if these guys are going to make it. These poor drivers only have pistols.
We'll need some wheels for that.
Yeah, they've got like little 9mm submachine guns, but once the grenades start to hit, it's not going to be good.
Losing drivers.
Okay, so they're on their way out. Drivers are getting hit. Real hope here is that they can outrun these dudes. I don't know if he's going to make it, though.
ATGM deployed.
Come on. Come on, Carpenter. Let's go. Let's get while the gettin's. You ain't going to die here, Carpenter. Let's go. You're going to drive many, many trucks in the future with your children. You're going to show them how to drive trucks just like Dad. Come on. Think about them.
On the move.
Come on, Carpenter. Carpenter, you son of a bitch. You made it.
Falcon 6, we're ascending in the elevator. Last call for your evac out of here. We need to... They're here. We got fireheads inside the perimeter. Where are you? We're going wheels up now, whether you...
Transport's destroyed. We've no way back to Founder Command without it.
So what we gonna do now, sir?
There's a hidden emergency tunnel. We could get out there to the southern side of the mountains. You with me, Sergeant?
Yeah, for now.
Woo! That was a tough one. That was a meat grinder, but I get the feeling it was designed to be a meat grinder. Thus far, my observations about the game are pretty positive.
It's gone.
And the Major with it. What do we do now, sir? We're cut off from Founder Command and out here all on our own.
We survived, Sergeant. That's what we've all been doing since Judgment Day.
We gotta put some distance between us and the base. Let the wireheads think we died there with the others. Bad news is, none of us know anything about the territory this side of the mountains. Good news is, neither do the wireheads.
Some kind of movement down there. Looks like people.
Please, leave us alone. We don't have anything left to take.
Hey, we're not here to rob you. Who are you? Where are you going?
We're just trying to get away from the machines. They're everywhere in the south where we came from. We're heading north. Maybe things are better there?
They're not. At least not anywhere you can reach. I'm sorry.
Then where can we go? You guys look like you can take care of yourselves. Can we join up with you? We can fight if you show us how.
Could do with new blood now that we're out here on our own. Lost people back at Haven, probably gonna lose more. These people ain't gonna make the best soldiers, but if it's all we got.
Gonna need to find food supplies to feed all these new hungry mouths.
There's a settlement called Apocalyptic not far from here. They got supplies. They weren't too friendly, but maybe if you guys showed up.
Apocalyptic, Albuquerque, the ABQ. Okay. So it looks like we've also got a management screen here, which I hadn't gotten to yet. I've been playing the game for a while, and apparently there's an overworld map with like personnel, and it looks like we have other things going on. It looks like we can go to this squad right here, and it looks like we're actually going to be able to modify everybody's equipment too and assign squad level tactics. So like you can give them assault rifles. This stuff is all removable from what I could see right here. You can give them launchers. We lost our launcher in the last fight, which sucks. The guy that was carrying it got killed. We're a little beat up right now, dude. We're a little beat up. We got to decide who we want to restore here. I don't know if the tank crews are a good idea. I'm guessing personnel is what we use to restore these guys. So let's get a sniper restored. Looks like it increases our supplies. But it does it restores their squad back up to strength. So let's restore these guys real quick. I don't have all the personnel in the world, but we do have a little bit of personnel. The tank crews are going to be a little bit less effective. But I'd rather reinforce infantry for right now, I think. The only guy left is the rocket launcher guy. That's like super badass, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Either way, though, they're repopulated, and the models look really good too. So far, I'm happy with this. It's an enjoyable little PvE RTS. Like, I've been having a good time with it. It does have a skirmish mode. I've heard some people complaining about that, so if it's going to be a problem for you, I would look into it.
We send in a small recon force and let everyone else rest.
Agreed. Let's decide who goes and who stays here.
Apparently, we're deciding who goes and who stays here. But my impressions of the game after playing the first couple missions are fairly positive. Like, it's an explosive game with a lot of, like, thought involved with it as to what positions you take, who you give the high ground to, where you fight from, what buildings are worth holding, what buildings are worth falling back from. So you saw in the last mission I made a tactical mistake, putting everybody inside that medium building when there was a heavy building bunker in the center that I could have fallen back to. I made some misplays there because I'm not the world's most incredible RTS player. But we do have infantry and crews over here. It looks like we may be able to recover vehicles at some point. I don't really have any vehicles that I want to bring with me for right now. These guys are healing. Yeah, bring recon with us, I guess. Are they low on ammo? Oh, yeah, dude. They're pretty low on ammo. If I resupply them, like, how bad is that? It's expensive, is the answer to that question. It's pricey to get everybody reloaded. So I don't have a whole lot to work with here. But they do level up as well, and they get stronger, and they get veterancy, so maybe we'll pick up some supplies on the road. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today we're playing around with Terminator Dark Fate Defiance, which, like, I'm not even thinking about it like a Terminator game. I'm just thinking about it as, like, company of heroes, soldiers, guys fighting robots. And it's working pretty well for me right now. Like, everything seems to be pretty good. There are, like, dips in performance that I've noticed when you're in, like, the thick of firefights. But other than that, things seem to be going okay. Wow, look at the size of that battle map right there, dude. We've got a lot of places to kind of chuck through here. Fun stuff. I'll see y'all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. But for now, my impressions are positive so far. Take care, everybody.